Ah, I can't believe I did that yesterday. I was in the middle of doing my low-high act of kindness, and I forgot to do the act of kindness. So, needless to say, that's my low, is that I forgot to do yesterday's act of kindness. I mean, in case someone was wondering, the act of kindness that I was going to do was, my mom was really busy on Sunday, cleaning up because after, she had made breakfast for everyone, she didn't really have time to put stuff away, which was kind of scary given that some of the stuff that was out were, perishable items that were otherwise in the danger zone, like, bacon and eggs. So, needless to say, my act of kindness was putting some stuff away, cleaning off some of the counters. I couldn't wash some of the cookware yet because the way that our stove and oven works at Cuca Lake is it's one of those electric stoves, but instead of the coil burners, it's actually like a flat top type thing where it's like a circle and heat is supposed to radiate from it, which is actually really cool because seriously, and you get water boiling in 90 seconds. It's awesome in that regard. But because of that, there's a light on the stovetop that says, stovetop hot. And basically, you can't really touch anything unless you're wearing oven mitts and stuff. But, the point is I did try and, help my mom out a little bit in that regard. So, yeah, that was the act of kindness on Sunday. But, I just told you what my low, and that was for not saying what the act of kindness was. Therefore, my high yesterday, I actually ran into someone who I hadn't seen since before, the world turned upside down, let's say. It was a quick high. I was walking into Wegmans. I was actually Wegmans, the greatest place on earth. And I was looking for the morning paper. Specifically, there's the local... See, my family is subscribed to two local papers. There is the Leader, that's in Corning. And the other one I was getting it's usually for the Elmira Horses area. It's called the Star Gazette. But seriously, I went to 3 different places yesterday. I couldn't find the Star Gazette at all. It was so weird. I mean, really, it was for getting it for my grandmother, as that was going to be my act of kindness as well. But, my grandmother did end up getting the Star Gazette anyway, so that, that's nice. So, needless to say, my act of kindness was trying to do something nice for my grandma. Again, I try and do well, and that's what we all should try. We should all strive to try and do well. Sometimes it's a little... Sometimes trying to do good is, unsuccessful. But in the end, when you try, it's never really a bad thing. So, yeah. With that being said, good morning and happy Tuesday, everybody. First things first, before I forget, how about I look up and see who the next guest on Hot Ones is going to be this week? Because, seriously, usually it's around this time they come out with the week's guest of Hot Ones. But, I always forget to do it because I'm so, busy talking about, whatever it is I'm talking about. So, let's look it up, shall we? Adam Richman? Sweet. Although, I think they're going to a previous... Because here's the thing. Adam Richman was the previous guest on Hot Ones. In fact, he was a guest on season 4. And I remember watching the episode even then. And, I think that was probably one of the episodes I've seen the most. Because I like Adam Richman. Of course I saw Man vs. Food. Who didn't? That show was awesome. Everyone was saying, oh, that's what... Adam Richman did not eat like that every day. He didn't. Let's clear the air on that. No way he ate like that every day. He even said that himself. I mean, don't get me wrong. He loves to cook. He loves to. He loves that sort of food. But of course, he didn't eat like that every day. But in the end, because of that show, people are always going to associate him with that, and I just hope it's not a thing. But that being said, though, I can already guess what some of the questions are going to be. Like, how has everything been holding up during, COVID? What sort of other... Because here's the thing. Adam Richman is a real big soccer fan. Really big into soccer. So, I'm positive that Sean is going to ask him, like, some of the foods that he misses being able to have because, he can't have it during COVID-19. It should be quite interesting to see. I'm actually really looking forward to Thursday's episode. Yeah, I just realized we're almost on day 950. Yeah, by my count, this is day 947. And, yeah. See, it's actually kind of easy to do math when you know how to multiply by 7, which is actually... Funny story. Around the time it was in 3rd grade where I learned how to do multiplication. My goodness, how far society has come. And when I first learned how to do multiplication tables, the number I think I practiced the most was the number 7. And that was because back in the days when the N64 was really, really, really popular, there was this one game called Wave Race 64. Anyone remember that? If you got, first place, your top score was, 7 points. So, needless to say, a perfect score... Because here's the thing. There's, 6 races on easy... 7 races, I should say, there's 3 difficulties, normal, hard, and expert, which is basically, easy, medium, and hard. On normal, there were 6 races, hard, there were 7 races, and expert, there were 8 races. And needs to say, a perfect score on each would be 42, 49, and 56. So, yeah. That's basically how I learned how to do multiplication by the number 7. It was actually really kind of cool. Let's be honest. There was a lot of great games on the N64. And my brother and I played through all of the ones that everyone would know. So, yeah, we got all 120 stars on Mario 64. Of course, we crushed Mario Kart, which, who didn't crush Mario Kart back then? Ocarina of Time we beat, even the other games like Donkey Kong 64 and Kirby 64, and, Pokemon Stadium. We played them all. Star Fox 64, we got all the medals on Star Fox 64. Seriously, Star Fox 64 seems so underrated to me. And that game was so... Oh, here's the thing. The only reason why we got the medals on Star Fox 64 was because yours truly was the one who actually tried to, if all it takes to get medals is to get a certain number of hits, why don't I try it? And, so I did. Although, that game truly was, a button masher of its time. Seriously, I must have pressed, that A button hundreds upon thousands of times. And I do not have, arthritic thumbs from that. That's how, crazy it was. Although, once you figured out, because this is the thing. If you played Star Fox 64, you had to, save Falco in order to, do some of the other, missions in the game or whatever. When you figured out how to save Falco... it opened the door to so many possibilities. I forget what my high score was in that game. I think I got, I remember getting like 1,500 something in that game, I think. It was definitely a lot. I know that. Seriously, I crushed that game. Holy cow. Like, I think between my brother and I, we both, like, seriously destroyed that game. Let's see, I mentioned Donkey Kong 64, Kirby 64, Pokemon Stadium. Seriously, like, Pokemon Stadium was fun. I'll be honest, I'm in that sort of minority camp where I didn't really think, and I'm going to get some flack for this, I didn't really think Pokemon Snap was as great as everyone else made it out to be. I mean, it was fun, but seriously, Pokemon Stadium was like the funner overall experience. Oh, well, maybe that's just me. I don't know, but it was still fun. So there's that. Wow, I'm talking a lot about the N64 today. Well, I don't know, Tuesday feels like an N64 day. I don't know why. I mean, what day of the week was it? I mean, I have no memory of this at all, but how funny would it be if it was actually a Tuesday that my family did get the N64? That would be pretty sweet. Yeah. Sorry if today sort of feels kind of rambly. It's like, it actually rained last night. I looked out my window, like, seriously, I got up and looked out my window, I'm like, really? It rained last night? I mean, sometimes you can't really hear the sound of rain because here's the thing. I mean, by looking out my window, it clearly rained, but it's that sort of rain where it was a quiet rain. Plus, I live in an apartment building, and it's a 4-story, it's a 4-story apartment building, or a 4-floor apartment building, and I'm on the 2nd floor. So naturally, if I don't have a roof, I have a roof over my head, but the roof is whatever the floor is, above me. So yeah, it's not really. So the only way I'm hearing the sound of rain is if it's like thunder and lightning, or if a car passes by through puddles, which cars do pass by through puddles, but I just slept so well last night that I didn't even hear it. Other things going on today, America's Got Talent is actually having their 15th anniversary today. Yeah. Now I think about it, I was about to enter my sophomore year of high school when America's Got Talent first aired. Now I think about it, because I'm 30 years old now, and that would mean I'm 15. August of what then would have been 2005 would be entering my sophomore year of high school. Honestly, I think that was like the climax. It's real, because now I think about it, I mean, I made no secret in the past before, but high school really wasn't that, great for me. And I think it really started getting bad around this time. Well, not around this time, but I remember sophomore year just being just a sequence of overall, really, really sad events for me. I didn't make the football team. I didn't make the spring play. I didn't make the good choir, which I should have, but, that's another story entirely. Sophomore year. Not to mention that decision my parents made for me that had ultimately made me contemplate suicide was still in effect. So, yeah, it wasn't a good year for me. I mean, the one thing I could say that happened good about sophomore year is that I broke out as a singer. I unfortunately had to go through the worst year of my life at the time for it to happen. Yeah, funny. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say I brag about that I'm a good singer, but if I do sound like I'm bragging about how good I can sing, it really is because, I really want to be proud of it. And that's because there was a while where I kind of, wasn't. It actually took until this one concert at Horseheads we had called Pops, where I actually had my first big solo in the a cappella group that I was in called the Acafellas. Now, Pops always had a theme, and this particular theme was, Hollywood, Hollywood songs or whatever. I mean, there are a couple of Disney songs, obviously, but, Disney was the year before. But this year was Hollywood songs, and the Acafellas did a song called Grow Old With You by The Wedding Singer, the Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore movie. That was my first solo. And now I think about it, I want to make you smile whenever you're sad. Carry you around when your arthritis is bad. All I want to do is grow old with you. I'll get you medicine when your tummy aches. Build you a fire if the furnace breaks. It could be so nice growing old with you. I'll miss you, kiss you, give you my coat when you are cold. Need you, feed you, even let you hold the remote control. So, how'd the ending go again? I'm sorry, I forgot. Oh. How does it go again? Well, anyway, I tried, but I think I still got it. What do you guys think? Like, favorite, chat, and subscribe button, follow me on social media, notifications on YouTube. I'm very humble I made this video. For all of you guys watching, do it for today. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Tuesday, as well as I hope you enjoyed that number I sort of couldn't finish because I forgot the rest of the words. Sorry about that. Needless to say, I kind of know what my low is for now. And if any of you guys don't want to talk to chat with me or Lenny, I'll be back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.